broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan and David Aldridge on our sideline. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Russell Westbrook out there with Monk, and it's Howard in at the center. And for Phoenix, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jay Crowder out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Paul in at point guard. And the athleticism of both these teams should come into play tonight. No lack of quickness on either side of the ball.
Oh, yeah. Put your track shoes on, Kevin. We'll be running sprints tonight.
So Phoenix will get the first possession. Now here's Booker. And there's the pass to Paul. Trying to get open is Crowder. A shot by Paul, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Davis. He makes the Johnny from the left block. Davis has got the first basket of the game for the Lakers.
Oh, embracing contact on the way up. I mean, Davis is terrific at keeping his composure on these challenging finishes.
Here's Booker. Here's Ayton. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Now here's Howard. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Offline with his three. Ball against Westbrook. Paul kicks to Ayton. Back to Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. From outside the arc. Westbrook pulls it in.
And the cold start gets a little colder. Just 1 for 4 to start the game.
Puts it up from 15. They get the rebound. Here's Howard. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Throughout his career, Howard has dominated the boards. The size, touch, and timing he possesses is just a lethal concoction.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Monty Williams. He made no secret of the fact that LeBron will be their focus defensively. He said we have to limit his opportunities at the rim. Guys have got to be ready to react, help, and cut off his drives. Sounds like LeBron can expect plenty of double teams as well. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Now here's Westbrook following the shot by Chris Paul. Just 5 on the clock. James kicks to Monk. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, as the clock drains, Monk stays steady, sends up a poised shot and nails it.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
17-foot shot on the way. A nice shot by Booker.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Westbrook, no good.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
He gets it in there.
I've seen Paul make about 1 million of those passes over his career. It never gets old.
Westbrook with a deep three. Here's Davis. And the rejection by Ayton. And here's Booker from the arc. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
And you see this so often. League-wide. Ending the period with a 3-point attempt.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Suns ahead, up 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
So for the Lakers right now, we've got Anthony. Wayne Ellington is out there with Kendrick Nunn. And it's LeBron James. And it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. Now here's Payne. Johnson outside. From deep. Rebounded by the Lakers. James looking around. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And James is used to scoring through contact. Doesn't matter what the D throws at him.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Here's Shamet. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Johnson outside. That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Kaminsky is checked in for JaVale McGee. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Saric passes to Kaminsky. Clock at 4. Here's Payne. And it's off from three-point range. The Lakers in the lead. Here's the three. Doesn't go that time. Saric with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Pass to Kaminsky. Payne dishes to Kaminsky. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Now, here's Shamet, defended by none. Great positioning on the putback.
Saric is such a great player in the offensive end. I mean, he's showing how determined he is to snag the second chance opportunity.
Now, here's Nunn. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Basket, good.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Shamet with it. Ellington defending. And Anthony sends it back. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Oh, that was an impressive throwdown. Woo.
And James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
Here's Shamet, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Shamet. And the Suns here with a different look. Ayton, he's checked in for Saric. Jay Crowder comes in for Kaminsky. Bridges, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Booker in for Cameron Payne. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Anthony Davis comes in for LeBron. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Wayne Ellington. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Kendrick Nunn. And so he makes both from the line.
So His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's Phoenix now. Monk rejected by Crowder.
Big defensive play by Crowder, snuffing him out there.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Lakers lead by 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here, welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. Just in terms of the second quarter, they were the better team, but there wasn't a big difference between them. What you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
Well, just a great offensive performance tonight. The play calling, the passing, the shooting, it was all working. They forced the defense to stretch itself thin, trying to...
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Now Davis. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Paul in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Westbrook finds James. Back to Westbrook for 3. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Booker. T right on him. The dish now to Paul. From the high post. And that one is good. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
We've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
LeBron with the bucket.
Defensively, you'd like to rush James off the three-point line, but then that causes other problems like his drive.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite-level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
LeBron against Bridges. James in the post. Monk, no one around him. Chris Paul grabs the miss. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
LeBron is doubled. There's the 3. And the Lakers get it back. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got the lead up to 5 now for the Lakers.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Releases from 15. Rebounded by the Lakers.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's James, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Well, you got to be careful around James. Always looking to get to the line whenever you can.
Lakers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, James.
For all those people waiting for LeBron to start showing his age, you might not want to start holding your breath. This man's got a lot of time left in this league.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. JaVale McGee's checked in for Ayton. Sharch comes in for Crowder. Johnson, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. And Booker kicks to McGee. Jordan with the rebound. Pass break, the Lakers. LeBron with the ball. That shot off. With 1 on the clock, that one doesn't drop. And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got Wayne Ellington. LeBron James is out there with Anthony. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. And the first one drops. And James drills them both. And here are the Suns now. They trail by 9 points. Jordan against Booker. From the low block, and the basket is good.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
LeBron outside. Jordan. It's hauled in by the Suns. Payne looking around. Here's Sharch, and it's in there.
That's just sheer will. I mean, even when you body Sark, I mean, he stays after it and tries to score.
Here's Nunn. It's deflected. They get it back. Suns trail by 5. On the wing, Booker launches it. Rebound, the Lakers. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Anthony with the drive. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, you gotta love the intelligence of James. He understands the game like few others. I mean, spots the open man with ease.
Timeout call, the Suns. They're down by 7. We've got 1:48 left in the 4th. Mikal Bridges checked in for Phoenix. Paul comes in for Payne. And then for Los Angeles, Howard's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Malik Monk comes in for Wayne Ellington. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Kendrick Nunn. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. He is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end, stay connected to the shooters. On the offensive end, if you don't have an open shot, pass it around. And see if the ball starts to unstick, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here's Booker. Drilled from 11 feet out.
The quick, clean shot there from Booker. Strong mechanics give him great accuracy.
James outside. Teardrop shot. That one, no good. Suns trail by 7.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Yeah, quite unlikely. But we've seen crazy things happen.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him. And he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Against Booker, a little contact usually doesn't go a long way. Strong body control there.
And the Lakers call time here. They're in front by 5. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 29 seconds left in the game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Booker. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And so they foul intentionally. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Davis against Booker. In the corner, Crowder with it. And again, it's the Suns missing. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. There's Shamet. Can't connect from long distance. And so the Lakers take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And a chance. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long,